Hey everyone, Kyle here from Poseidon's Pet. So it's that time of year again. Aquashella down in Dallas, going to be entering into the American Shrimp Contest. If you're going to be there, definitely come up to me and say hi. But got some exciting stuff for you guys today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to be entering into the contest. I'm going to show you the shrimp that I'm entering, so that way you guys can see it, kind of get a sneak peek before I enter them into the contest. So do me a favor, stay tuned. I'm going to show you those shrimp. So these are the first shrimp that I'm entering, and they are orange eye blue tigers. So they started out as blonde orange eyes, and I put them in the cold tank, but over time they started to get that real deep blue. So there's a few of them in here that are kind of blue, not so blue. So I'm not going to be taking those, but the ones that are the darkest in this container is what I'm going to be bringing. So I'm going to go ahead and select those out. I wanted to take the maximum amount of shrimp that I can, because when they go and select these, they pull 3 of the best. So they're going to pull 3 of the best, make sure that those are the ones that they're entering into the contest. And you can see that these 5 here are the best that I have out of that tank. I didn't want to give my absolute best orange eye blue tigers, because then that takes away from my stock and my breeding project. So eventually one day I will do that, but for now, just gonna send out what I have. So the next entry that I'm making is my blue bolts. So these blue bolts are looking really good. They are not blue bolt extremes by any means. I have some really nice blue bolts in this tank, but like I said, I don't want to send my best there, because then that takes away from future breeding projects. And eventually, I want to be able to send my best. I want to have a tank of absolute gorgeous shrimp that I can send out, any of them, and not feel like I'm taking away from my own colonies. I know one day I'll get there, but for now, I'm entering in to help the contest, as well as auction off some shrimp and get some of my shrimp out there to somebody who may need them, somebody who wants some shrimp. And it's nice to be able to be a part of the community. So I'm just excited to be able to enter these shrimp. You know, I'm just excited to be nominated. I'm just happy to be here. So definitely excited for this. So once you decide to enter the contest, there's a few ways that you can get your shrimp there. So you can drop them off in person. They need to be there a day before. You can find all of the details on aquashella.com under the shrimp contest. It gives you detailed instructions on how to get your shrimp there and how to package them properly. So you can drop them off in person, or you can ship them out. If you ship them out, you want to make sure that you are adequately packaging them. So I went ahead and put all of my shrimp into breather bags. I'm going to box them up with newspaper, get them as if I was going to ship them out. And the reason for that is I just want to make sure that they get there okay. One of our local club members, Mike Coleman, he is nice enough to take my shrimp for me. So I got them all boxed up, handed them off to him, and he's gonna drive them down and drop them off for me. Thank you so much, Mike. I definitely appreciate you taking these in for me. Saves me a lot of stress from having to worry about shipping them out there. Thanks again. So you don't go to a shrimp supplier's house and not buy shrimp. I know I'm going to a shrimp contest. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff to buy at the contest at Aquashella, but you just don't go to your shrimp supplier's house and not buy shrimp. So what I did was I got some black galaxies from him, as well as some more red pintos. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in the same tank with Poe Wynn's shrimp over at NG Shrimp. So definitely excited to see what happens when I mix these shrimp. So some of Poe's shrimp are absolutely gorgeous. They look amazing, and I'm gonna have to separate this tank out. After a little bit, once things start to breed out, I'm gonna have to grab some of these really gorgeous shrimp, put them in their own tank, so that way I can start to selectively breed some of those patterns, because they look amazing. And I'm excited to add these new shrimp to that tank, because it's all about strengthening those genetics. It's always good to add new shrimp to another tank. That way you can strengthen those genetics, and then you can always cull and always selectively breed from there. I'm gonna have to do an update video on this rack, because as you guys see, it's just coming along. Now, for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, let's go ahead and release these guys into their tank. Watch them swim on down from that little mothership. I say it every time. I love to see this. I love watching shrimp swim into a tank. I love watching new shrimp swim into a tank. It's such a good feeling to be able to go out and get new shrimp, get new patterns, so that way you can add them to your existing colonies, or even starting new tanks. Starting new tanks is so satisfying, and just watching them start to breed and create different colors and patterns. It's what's got me into shrimp keeping. It's what makes me absolutely love it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some food in here. That way you guys can get a good look at these new shrimp. And I will say, looking at this tank, it's really nice to see all of the hard work that has gone into the patterns and colors of these shrimp. Poe shrimp over at NG Shrimp, that galaxy pattern, those pentos look amazing. I know he said that it was kind of just a grab bag that he sent over to me, but some of these guys look like they're pretty good, high grade. So definitely appreciate those shrimp, as well as the shrimp that Mike got me. These guys look super cool, and I'm curious to see what happens as they start to breed off. I know one of the females that Mike gave me, one of the red pentos, had eggs. She was buried up, so I'm hoping here in the next couple weeks we'll see some little shrimplets running around, and we can start to build this colony so I could branch out and grab more shrimp from it. Because I have 6 tanks that have no shrimp in them whatsoever, and I need to move stuff around. I've got some tanks that need to be reset, need to be rescaped and resoiled. So I'm going to be able to take from this tank as well as my other tanks and just spread things out to make sure that I can continue to breed these strong lines, get those strong patterns. But absolutely amazing. They look gorgeous. Thank you, Poe. Thank you, Mike. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. And if you are as excited as I am about this contest, definitely stay tuned for all of my future content regarding Aquashella. I'm definitely grateful that I'm going to be able to go to this event. I can't wait. You know, it's only in a few more days, so I'm gonna get my shrimp together, get everything going. I can't wait, and I hope to see you guys there. So like I said, just come up and say hi. But first time watching my channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.